This video is brought to you by the letters O, H, T, and the word cool, because my son and grandson told me that I used that word way too much while I was filming this video. Finger out, right? So we're leaving the Fort Douglas trailhead and we're headed to Fairview, crossing the big Piney River. Kind of a classic one-lane bridge. We're about 4.5 miles in, and this is a beautiful section of the trail. One little climb out of Fort Douglas, running the ridge, and now we're going back down towards Hurricane Creek. I'm hearing that it might be waist deep when we cross, so this might be interesting. But there was a huge flood down here about a week and a half ago. It's all drained out now. This is a good looking piece of trail. There's where we came from. It is just a beautiful bluebird day. And there is where we are headed. So this particular trip, myself, my grandson, and my son, my grandson's dad, are getting a chance to do this hike together. It's kind of special, really, in a way, to get to do a hike with some family. And we were having a conversation a little bit ago about why we like hiking. My son asked his son, said, "Owen, why do you like to hike? Well, what about this do you like?" And Owen's response was kind of interesting. He said, "I enjoy hiking. The funnest part, the biggest part of hiking is camping." And I think that's kind of true. It's after you've hiked all day and you've worked hard and you set up camp and you just get to kick back and there's nothing else that you have to do. There's no TV to watch. There's no errands to run. There's nothing that you have to do, so you just get to talk and visit. That's kind of the social aspect of it. And those are some really cool times. And then he said the second thing he liked was the fact that you get to challenge yourself. You know you have a number of miles that you're going to have to go today, and it might be hard and it might be tough, and you're going to have to challenge yourself. And so you get that chance to challenge yourself. I think for me, it's like the picture of the cliff just a minute ago. I get to see some really beautiful sights, and I never know what's around the next corner. And I want to know what's around the next corner. So the only way to find that out is to hike. Well, that's a good question. Why do you like to hike? Down in the bottom under the comments, leave a comment. Let me know why you like to hike. Okay, a little river crossing beta, maybe information. If you cross Hurricane Creek at the downstream crossing, the really large square rock that you see in front of me, I crossed from the other side, got behind that rock, skirted behind this rock, and came straight across. And it was probably at the very deepest about halfway up my ankle, or my shin, so not quite knee deep. Beautiful. This is kind of cool. Well, it's not exactly a cave, but this is cool. These rocks are cool. Look at the natural bridge. Isn't that cool? There have been some deer use this. And, oh, isn't this cool? I'll bet it is. 7:30 a.m. and we're on the trail. Have about 8 miles to go. We're not going all the way to the Fairview trailhead today. We're going to relax, just do about 8 miles, see a little scenery on the way. But we're getting started early because today is supposed to be the hottest day of the weekend. I think it's going to be 80 maybe degrees, 82 degrees for a high. Last night it was beautiful, probably mid 40s. I was almost a little too warm in my sleeping bag, sleeping quilt. But today's just going to be a beautiful, relaxing day, and maybe, just maybe, we can sit around a campfire tonight and just enjoy the evening. Early day getting into camp. Looks like we have about 3.5 miles of gentle, easy terrain, and then a good climb headed towards Buck Branch. Well, looky here. We got a little clump of moss, and right in the middle of the clump of moss is a frog sunning himself today. Well, there's where we came from. And whatever massive, massive earthquake shook these mountains at one point in the past, it has completely reshaped it. And here's where we're going. Wow. Oh, here we go. Looks like a stone cathedral. Wow, that is cool. There's where we came from. And here's where we're going. A bit of a rock hop. All right, this is the swimming hole. And we got in for a little while, cooled off and cleaned up. Man, it was cold, but it felt good.